Hi, my name is JP Behrens, and I'm here at the New England Author Expo.
Have you done other events like this?
Yes, I've been at a few different conventions. I was at Super Mega Fest last year. I was actually at Salem during Halloween weekend, so selling books there. And I've got a couple upcoming conferences as well. I'll be in New London Public Library in Connecticut, and I'll be at AuthorCon in Virginia at the end of the month.
Talk a little bit about your books. It looks like you got quite a few of them here.
Yeah, so I am selling a lot of rarities from Arkham Horror, and I will be at other shows as well. But my main book is Portrait of a Nuclear Family. It's my debut novel came out back in September. I describe it as we need to talk about Kevin meets Mommy Dearest with taxidermy. So it's definitely a dark one. And then I've got a couple anthologies that I'm in that are no longer in print. So once they're gone, that's it, they're gone. Eventually I'll have to put out a collection of all my stuff.
It must be pretty interesting, your influences, or how do you get these in your mind to write these books?
Honestly, a lot of my ideas for stories and novels come from the very simple question of what if. And I just kind of run with it, and generally a lot of the times it'll be something will just make me really annoyed. Something will make me angry. A parent will yell at their kid in a harsh way, and my brain will just go spinning on a what if of what if that kid disappeared and slipped through the cracks of reality, and what if this or that happened. And then from there, I just build a story and just keep running until I'm done.
What kind of process do you go through in writing a book?
I treat it like a job. For me, I'm a stay-at-home dad and a full-time writer, so I go into my office every day and work. And I just sit in front of the computer and type and hope what comes out is good. But I don't worry about it until the rewriting process. And then when I sit down to the rewrites, I'll go through maybe 4 or 5 drafts until I get it to where I like it. But my process is just kind of go with the flow, and create story. I've studied a lot of it. I've listened to a lot of podcasts, so I know how to kind of construct an infrastructure for a story and then build on that to make it readable.
What's your relationship with the publisher?
Oh, so my publisher is D&T Publishing. They are an independent horror publisher, and they had an open call last year or year before last, and I finished the book and said okay, and I shot it over to them, and about 3 months later they accepted it, and we've had a great relationship. My website is jpbehrensauthor.com. My last name is kind of a pain in the butt to spell, but and then I have a Facebook page. I have an author page on Facebook, and I'm on Goodreads. So you can kind of hunt me down anywhere. And I'm starting a YouTube channel, so we'll see how that goes. And and I'll be around at cons, and I'm always open, and people can contact me, and I'm always answering questions.
My name is Katherine Silva, and I am a horror author from Maine. And I write.
Maine has a lot of horror stories.
Yes, we certainly do.
Well, talk a little bit more about, I don't know if you want to take, how many books have you written, first of all?
I've written 9 so far,
okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to feature one of them?
I would. I'm actually going to do the one that's on this poster right here.
You got it.
So this is the new upcoming version, hardcover version of The Wild Dark, which is going to be releasing this summer. I do currently have paperbacks available, and there is an audiobook in production. It is about an ex-cop who is trying to survive an apocalyptic forest that's taking over the world while being haunted by the ghost of her ex-partner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
By your ex-partner.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So now what your ideas, how do you develop a book?
Well, generally, I come up with the ending first, and then I sort of have fun and play around with it, getting to that ending, putting my characters through lots of torture on the way.
So you've got 9 books, so you have a little bit of experience. What kind of advice would you give somebody who's trying to get into writing books?
Well, I would say write a little bit every day. It's important just to keep the momentum going, because it can be hard to get back into it after long stretches of just doing nothing. And then have a group of people that you can bounce ideas off of. That's also really important.
Was it easy to publish the books?
Well, I self-publish everything. I have a small press, which
Yeah.
is Strange Wilds Press.
That's great.
And I started doing this over 10 years ago, so at the beginning it was a little hard. Did the whole thing and learned pretty early on that you have to do all of the aspects yourself, including the marketing, and that is definitely a learning curve. So, but I've gotten better at it, and I'm now at a point where I feel pretty strongly that I'm good at it, even though I'm learning as I go still. But yeah, I do everything from the formatting to the cover design to the writing and the marketing.
Yeah, it's very important to have control of your own stuff.
It's
You know what I
nice.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have some contact information, and where can they find the books?
Sure. So all of my books are available at my website, which is KatherineSilvaAuthor.com. And I can also be found on all of social media, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I am everywhere.